Guruji, you said that God is intelligence, or intelligence is God. If intelligence is God, why do we have temples? In fact, if I go back to the ancient temples, I've myself have experienced, you've made me experience the power in an ancient temple. So why do we have these?
We have to understand the ancient masters or the ancient intelligent people generation was so, one side they were trying to say Aham Brahmasmi, God is within you, God is intelligence, explore that intelligence. The other side, they have worked extensively to express their own intelligence of sculpting, various expressions. And this temple was built because you have to understand, man is a miniature of cosmos. You are a drop in the ocean of the cosmos, but you are also an entire ocean in the drop. Yes or no? So, to make sure that that experience of that infinite intelligence, existential intelligence, is effectively flowing into the generation to the generation, they have built temples. So it's like thermodynamics. You create an effective fountain. And what happens when an effective fountain happens from the cosmos? There is an enormous amount of spill. See, you pour water like this, then there is a spill. So they created something called Balipitas. All temples, if you see, we have a small Balipitas. They lock the temples. That is the reason why Tirupati Balaji, for example, if you see, enormous amount. Whoever goes there, you are an atheist, you believe in God, you don't believe in God, it doesn't matter. You go inside the inner sanctum sanctorum, you feel an experience of pleasantness. You don't know what it is. We feel something pleasant. You come out of that temple, you don't have to come out of the whole temple. In the Balipita you cross, you feel normal again. Only in that few seconds that you are having that darshan, you feel an enormous amount of pleasantness. And after that, in the temple you feel, but the moment you come out of the temple, you lose, because it's all about dharma. What they do is, the universe has an enormous amount of electricity flowing, not the electricity that we are using, the electricity, magnetism, existence, life. So a system is specifically installed and it's like a fountain. That is the reason why they say Swayambhu. They are natural fountains of that life intelligence. When earth has formed, these natural fountains have formed. And some, again, because man observed the science behind how the nature formed, and he was able to effectively recreate those such kind of temples. So some ancient temples, and they create that experience. Am I clear with you? Once you go inside, you have that experience. Once you come out, why? Because the enormous amount of concentrated energy. That is the reason that kalasha on the top is given more importance, because we have a system, we create a system where we absorb the universal cosmic energy through the Navadhanya and through specific metals. We create a thermodynamic system where it can rotate. Am I clear with you? The cosmic energy is falling down, absorbing from the kalasha, from the universe. Under the murti, we create yantra sthapana, which makes the energy whirl, rotate. And this murti is like a tap which gives energy. Am I clear with you? But there can be a spill, so it is covered by the Balipita specifically. Okay. Am I clear with you? So it's a controlled environment of that intelligence. That is the reason why Sanatana Dharma, they never said go to the temple and break a coconut. But these days, modern Hinduism and all that. But Sanatana Dharma, we are not against. It's a symbolic science. It never said you have to. It said this is the symbolism. You have to, because see, you love your wife. You give her a rose. You don't give her also, she is your wife.
Yes.
But you give her a rose, then she will feel more loved. Then you can ask her, if just by giving a rose you are feeling more loved, not by my love, then she'll say, no, this is a symbolism of your inner expression. So if you are doing that way, then it is correct. But if you know the symbolism, not knowing what is a red rose, if you give a red rose, then people will not feel loved. Yes or no? Not knowing the symbolism behind it in the same fashion. Now, this enormous amount of intelligence is set in a specific way that you go, you are like a charge, you are a cell phone charger, you understand? So you work. I am in infinite potential. But people who are not having that infinite experience of that infinite energy, then they need some cosmic charge continuously to keep them free. Because you know what? Day by day, friction. If I am moving my car, heat is produced. If any machine is moving, heat and friction and stress is produced in the machine. I am an enormous biomachine. Stress is continuously produced in my body, in my mind, in the software. Bugs are creating. You know, when the software, it operates and the purview is more, the bugs gets created. The malfunctions. Yes or no? Bug is not alive in the software, no? Same fashion, we have a software called mind. And it is doing more functions than our computer. And it is having more interactions. When the software having more functions and interacts with many softwares, it automatically, you find bugs in that. Yes or no? Malfunctions of the function. Malfunctions of the supposed architecture. Yes or no? Now here in the mind also you have these many bugs. So you need continuous repair. How? By eating food you cannot repair yourself. Am I clear with you? So you need cosmic intelligence to change, to repair your system. So people who can repair themselves went into the forest and had that existential direct contact. They were sitting happy in the forest wherever they are. They never came to temples. Temples from people from the forest who practiced that effective way of tapping that existential intelligence came back to the cities and constructed temples so that people in the cities don't have to go to forest. In the city itself, they know how to tap it. Am I clear with you? Because the purpose of human life is not to go into forest and live alone. Man is a community animal and has to live in a community animal and as an individual animal to attain balance. So, in the cities, in those days, people built enormous temples and that experience was cosmic intelligence. But these days, what is happening is you go into the temple in a queue and the more you go, the pujari or the people, they keep, we have to do this puja, that puja. You are focused more on the pujari, you are more focused on the, the prasad, or you are more focused on the garland, you are more focused on whatever Sanskrit mantras the priest chants. You are not, you take the charger towards a mobile phone. You need to establish contact. The idol there is designed in such a fashion to can charge me. I need to establish a certain contact. For that, I need to have no distraction. What's happening is I go there, I tell my problems, I talk to the pujari, I talk to the... Am I clear with you? Then I'm missing that experience. I'm missing that intellectual recharge. Am I clear with you? That is the reason why Sanatana Dharma said, when you go to the temple, connect. Stay, the Hinduism and all these people, they say stay one night in the temple premises. Why? It gives you effective time to connect. See, you and I stay together for 24 hours, we have a better understanding. I meet you only for 5 minutes. We don't have better understanding. I can have your visiting card, I can have your website, I can have your email, but that's what I read. I can really know only by really knowing you. My website, my visiting card cannot make you know me. Right. In the same fashion, connect with the idol and tap the energy, intelligence, expand your horizons of your own intelligence, and be effective and happy in your life. That's the purpose of the temple. God cannot give you anything, as the sun cannot give you sunlight. If you are sitting in an AC room, if you are under an umbrella, sun cannot give you sunlight. You can take sunlight. Rain God, quote unquote God, cannot give you rain. You can only take rain. Air God cannot give you air. You can only take air. I stop breathing on my own. Air God is not going to keep me alive. Air God cannot give me air. I take air. I take water. I take earth. I take the space. I take. Sanatana Dharma said, do not beg, only take. So God is not a wish fulfilling. God cannot fulfill. Ekonkar, Nirguna, Nirakara, Niranjana does not know how to give also. Actionless action. Cannot act. But because it is action, you can make it act. Am I clear with you?